Welcome back to another video. So this one's shot in Tunbridge Wells again. And actually what I've done here is I've managed to film a very similar kind of flight path and location over two very different days. So this was an amazing morning, nice and clear, really sunny, perfect flying conditions really. Managed to get up there and then head over into town, and a little bit of glare there just because it is so bright, but that's where kind of turning around you need to kind of keep the brightness up. I think there was an ND filter on this as well, so doing what I can. But as we're flying into town here and getting into Tunbridge Wells, you can see a crane there and the Trinity Theatre, and it's just worth noting the crane because the conditions I fly in are a bit foggier later in the week, so a couple of days later, and the crane's one of the few things you can see sticking out the top of the fog. But as I mentioned, it's the Trinity Theatre, it's a lovely location. I think I'd love to do an orbit of it, but I think just with the crane there's a bit of a warning area around it, so I've not been getting too close. And then flying away from town, so the sun is now behind us. It's actually a really nice set of colours, and I just love the landscape, but it's much greener than I think I've imagined it to be. As I mentioned, flew around again a couple of days later, but as you can see, still sunny, still bright, but lots of fog. And it's interesting because it's not that dense a fog, and you can kind of see the patches of it between things. So I wasn't too worried about flying in it. I could maintain visual line of sight, but also wasn't too worried about the sensors, because sometimes you can get a bit of condensation on the sensors, which cause you some issues. But because it was quite low lying, getting up to 80-90 metres really kind of got through it. As we saw earlier, here's the crane, you can kind of see it sticking out. Nice clear landmark. And doing the colour grading here, it feels really rich, really warm, and feels very autumnal, although it is the last week of November, so it should be kind of wintry really, but it's kind of capturing the light in quite a dark, foggy situation, but I am quite pleased with this. And even though the sun's behind us, you can kind of see the colour of the sunrise in the sky, which is really nice. And this is where it got a bit tricky. So doing the colour grading, I think I had an ND filter on already, but going from this slightly darker, slightly foggy countryside up to looking at the sun in full view, I had to get rid of the glare, so transforming the filter like sunglasses so you can catch the sunrise in its full glory. And then just ending on a panoramic shot as well, because I've been really impressed by the camera on the Mini 5, and these panoramic pictures are really quite cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that video, and it's been quite interesting to see the landscape in two different ways, and please subscribe and follow my journey.